Welcome to Hot Springs Village Inside Out, a weekly podcast where Hot Springs Village, Arkansas is the star. Join me, Randy Cantrell, and my co-host Dennis Simpson as we discuss the history, facts, people, places, events, lots more surrounding Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. Visit the website at hotspringsvillageinside.out.com. It's all you, dude.
Me?
Yeah, it's all you. It's all you. Yes.
Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to another episode of Hot Springs Village Inside Out. Did you notice how I got that right, Randy? I think that's important. I did. We are going to go down the fine arts path. Now, Randy, I know you and I are known for great fine arts like that. Wine, absolutely. Very fine painting,
thespians,
Pepsi and music and arts. But, you know, Miss Robbie Deaton's going to help us today, and we are excited. Now, Robbie, you're with what's the name of the association?
The Hot Springs Village Players.
Okay. Is this a nonprofit association?
You know what? I think it is. It's one of the clubs in Hot Springs Village.
Yeah. And y'all are going to be presenting at the Woodlands. What's the show?
It's Mamma Mia.
Oh, good. And now it was a musical. It's been made into a movie. It's been everything. And I except for what I heard on KBRE, where good things happen. I had no idea of the storyline. I didn't know anything. So presume I'm that person that didn't know anything about it about 10 seconds ago. What's the storyline about? What's the whole story?
Mamma Mia is an interesting show because some very smart person took a variety of all the most fun and most liked ABBA songs and strung them all together, added on top of that a plot and super characters, and it was really famous on Broadway.
And hence the song Mamma Mia.
That's
right?
One of the songs, Mamma Mia. Gosh, Dancing Queen, about getting to see and hear all of those ABBA songs.
Do you think we're going to have people dancing in the hall and the aisles?
Well, can I share a secret with you?
Of course, sure. Okay, it's just us and the next 3,000 or 4,000 people.
Just us. One of the director of this is Sam Sacco, who is relatively new to the village. He has a strong background, and he's got Herm Dobsha and Barbara Byler with him as other directors. What they've decided to do is something that's never been done in the village before. They are going to take the best ABBA songs, and as they're being sung by the actors, the words are going to flash up on the screen so the audience can join in. So, yes, there's going to be dancing in the aisles and singing in the aisles. It's going to be so much fun.
Randy, I'm seeing a boomer takeover. I'm seeing a boomer takeover in the village, aren't you?
Yeah, the gray wave is in
the gray
full force.
You bet.
Randy, have you seen or heard the musical or seen the show?
No, I mean, I'm familiar with the show enough to know the ABBA Connection, and it's interesting because ABBA, after however many years of being kind of dormant, they're getting back together. They're going to do this show that's got all kind of tech behind it. It's too extensive to go into.
Yeah, they just scheduled their first world tour in years.
Yeah.
Just because the players were doing Mamma Mia, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see this? Look in the Village Voice.
Yeah.
These are people from the Hot Springs. They'll be doing a play. We should do another show.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
How did you know?
Well. Yeah, I don't know a Swedish accent. That was my closest Italian accent that I know. Randy, do you have a Swedish?
No.
The only Swedish I know is the Swedish chef. Yeah.
So,
anyway, so who's going to be starring in this? How's it going to play?
Oh my gosh, I am of the opinion that every single person in this show is the star of the show. Let me tell you why. The compilation of folks who were there, the talent is there, ranges from folks like Herb Domsha, who has lived here for years. He's done commercials. He's a fabulous actor, all the way to folks like Freddie Lyons, who is brand new to the village and never been on a stage in his life. And the folks who are in this show, every single one of them is somewhere from, yes, I'm a professional and I've been doing this for years, all the way down to folks who are brand spanking new. And the way they had been put together by Lynn, who is the Lynn Border, who's the musical director, and Pam Novak, who is an internationally recognized choreographer who has lived in the Village for several years. She did the choreography for the Players Damn Yankees in Oklahoma, consented to do the choreography for this. So it's really an amazing amalgamation of folks from all different backgrounds and experiences on the stage. And it really has been so fun. Oh my gosh.
Well, hang on. It just dawned on me. Okay, we're going to choreograph in the Village. Okay, now you move your walker this way and you take your hand and go back. It's not. No, I know. And to be frank about it, Randy, one of the things that we love about Hot Springs Village Inside Out is that we do break stereotypes. And the Village stereotype is being shattered every day. I mean, the new people you're talking about, how many new people do you think are in the whole play?
Well, the Hot Springs Players have expanded their membership this year by about 40 people, which is amazing. And they're very young and lively. There is a couple. His name is Jim Cervase. His wife, Leah Cervase, is a professional dancer. And although they're not babies, they are amazing. He plays the part that Pierce Brosnan played in the show. He's like the hero. And she is an amazing dancer in the chorus. And they've just moved to the Village and they do an amazing job.
This sounds like so much fun. It really does. Now, how many people are in the cast roughly?
You know what? I made a list and I haven't really counted. We have 6 dancers. Mm-hmm. And this is fascinating because a lot of people who would have tried out didn't because of COVID fears. So we've got 6 dancers who are amazing. Let me see. I'm going to do this. I need you to count.
Okay. Well, I was actually going to say if Randy could make it, he could be the 7th dancer. I mean, we could work
Randy,
this. No,
there's time.
No,
there's not enough time.
Okay.
You're going to need way more time than we have.
Pam is an amazing choreographer.
Yeah, no. Sure. You may have enough time
to do with her.
Yeah, but you may have enough time, but you're probably going to run out of patience.
No, she's a patient woman. Trust me. There are 6 dancers. Leah, who I talked about, a gal named Adonna Anderson, and another gal named Trudy Penton. They are they were both in Oklahoma 5 years ago,
really?
And are amazing dancers.
And that was a great show. That was very well attended too.
And absolutely, they did a great job. Pam did the choreography for that, the same one who's doing this, and Lynn Border did the music for that, and she's doing it for this as well.
Wow.
So Adonna Anderson, Cheryl Robertson, who she and her husband have been involved with the theater here in the Village for years. She's dancing. Nancy Mitchell, Patty Smith, Terry Boudreaux, who is brand new to the Village.
I'm at 15.
Yeah, Winona and Winona. There are 6 amazing dancers. Then there is the gal who plays Sophie. And Sophie, she's the one who everything revolves around. She is the 20-year-old who ish,
plus or minus 20.
That the character is 20 years old.
The character is 20 years old. She has a huge challenge because she may have children who are 20 years old plus. So
immaculate conceptions.
It's interesting. This is the senior version of Mamma Mia.
Okay.
So it's played by Alice Canham. She has a lovely mezzo soprano voice. She is she's just an excellent actress and a beautiful, beautiful singer. And her challenge is to play the daughter. And the whole play revolves around her trying to find out of the 3 folks her mom's dated.
The likely suspects. I hear that. Yeah,
her
the likely
dad.
suspects.
Yes, absolutely. And the whole plot revolves around they live on a Greek island. And her mom had been a rock and roll singer in the 70s. And when she found out she was going to have this beautiful baby, stayed on this Greek island, raised the baby. Now the baby's 20, she's engaged, and she wants to find out who her dad is. And that's the plot of the whole thing.
What a cute story. What a cute story. Now, we've talked about this. It's going to be November the 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. So there's 4 nights. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. I think Sunday the 21st is afternoon.
So just for people to let them know, and now, I mean, tickets are basically just kind of opened up. I'm just beginning to hear it on the radio. As my friend, Mr. Randy says, as we hit the record button today, Randall, it is the 4th of November. And so you got about 14 days to buy tickets. And I guarantee you, by the time we put this out, it's going to be a lot closer to the 18th. I'd buy your tickets shortly is my point. And the reason I say that, there's 4 nights, there's roughly 600 seats in the Woodlands Auditorium, which it's being held at the Woodlands. But those 600 seats, of those, over 800 have already sold. So there's going to be, there are 2,400 total and 800 have already sold. Got a third of them pre-sold. Buy your tickets soon is the moral of the story. You know, and it seems to me that
where do people go to do that, Robbie?
They can get them at the Woodlands. They can get them online.
HSVtickets.com.
Absolutely.
HSVtickets.com. And I want to go back to the Players Association. They really, talented group of people. When Randy and I talk about talented people in the village, we're like, there's a builder that does this, and there's an engineer that does this, and there's, and we literally leave out the art side, which I know was our negligence, and I apologize, Robbie. I really do.
We're only 155 days old or so.
That's only, we're still in Pampers, right? Ish, somewhat. Yeah.
Speaking of Pampers,
I'm not touching.
There are 2 new members of the village who deserve some pampering.
Yeah.
There is, they play the Dynamos. The mom, I played the mom in this show.
Okay.
And who
the
was
mom of the daughter? Oh, you
the
were
mom
the 70s.
Of the daughter. Yes, I was the bad person who doesn't know who the dad is.
You were sweet Connie.
Her name is Donna in the show. And Donna in the show was a rock and roll singer in the 70s.
Right.
And the irony is, I was a rock and roll singer in the 70s.
Were you really? Were you really?
Yes. So the name of this fictitious group, or fictional group, pardon me, is Donna and the Dynamos. That's Dynamos, who, by the way, will sing Super Trooper in costume that has bell bottoms and bling. It's going to be really exciting. But the Dominoes are both relatively new to the village. They're new to the players. Kelly Williams and Ann Caston play the Dominoes. Kelly Williams is new to the village. She has huge theater background, and she is adorable. Really? I can't wait for everybody to see her on stage. She's an amazing actress, an amazing singer, and she is a comedic talent that the village hasn't seen for a while. And she's adorable in the show.
Really, this sounds great in every way. It really does. I tell you what, in particular in these pandemic times, I mean, these are the things we need for our hearts, to kind of stir our souls and say, come on, man, let's get out and go have some fun and go back to the show. Now, obviously, we're assuming everybody's going to be vaccinated or at least wearing a mask if you're not. No, you don't know? I'm assuming that's the rule. I don't
know. I've been really busy trying to learn 11 songs and 40 pages of dialogue. So I don't know.
Okay. I think that's probably what the case is. Typically, that's what it will be. But let's recap real quick. Mamma Mia, Hot Springs Village Players, the 18th through the 21st at the Woodlands, starting at 7. It's typically, I assume that's what it is. You can get your tickets at hsvtickets.com. And we cannot thank Miss Robbie enough for joining us today. Have we missed any points that you know of?
There's one point I need to throw in because I want to be able to go to rehearsal tomorrow night and not be thrown out of rehearsal. The guys who played the 3 dads, Jim Cervais, Dan Dennison, and Jay Powell, are absolutely adorable. They do such a great job. They sing, they act. They all had 3 have musical backgrounds, and they are new to the players. So it's going to be so fun. And guys, I cannot thank you enough for having me on the show to let me share my enthusiasm about this with you.
Well, I tell you what, we have told people repeatedly, if you have a great idea, contact us. This is an example Robbie, you had a great idea and you contact us. This is not our bailiwick. This ain't our lane, but we're happy to have you. And thanks for coming to Hot Springs Village Inside Out. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Hot Springs Village Inside Out, a podcast where Hot Springs Village, Arkansas is the star. Please subscribe to the podcast. You can do that by visiting our website, hsvinsideout.com, and tell a friend.